Here's why. Let me settle it down for a second. You are going to wake up in the morning, like we just said, and you're going to look in the mirror. And you're going to have a thought. More than likely, it's going to be a negative thought. For real. Most people are. And you're going to say, I am, and you're going to fill in the blank with something. And some days are going to be better than others, but most days you're going to have something very critical about yourself to say, I am something. Do you understand what you are doing at that point? Like, you are made in the image of your God, period. Like, all of us are. Whether you believe in God or not, whether you believe in Christ or not, you are made in his image, undeniably, right? You are identifying yourself with that simple phrase, I am something. Because you not understand when Moses was called to lead the people of the Israelites out of Egypt, he says, yeah, but who should I say is telling me to do this? Who should I say sent me? And God said, I am who I am. That's his name. I am who I am. And every day we wake up, we get the choice to fill in our I am with something. We are identifying ourselves with God himself. I am what? What are you? Like, you got to make that choice. You can either end that with a lie or end that with a truth. But there ain't no truth. Like, there ain't no lie in his truth. So you better start watching your mouth and ending that thing in a truth. Because God can't be associated with a lie. You know what I'm saying? So you better wake up in the morning, baby, and say, I am righteous. I am holy. I am redeemed. Why? Because Christ says I am. Ain't because they say I am, because he says I am. It ain't about what I say, it's what he says. And you better start taking control of your life. And that's what this is about. You're going to wake up in the morning in the midst of all the turmoil going on in the world. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I ain't got to be scared about nothing. I am the head and not the tail. I am under his blood. I am under his wing. I am his apple of his eye. I am trusting in him. I am standing on the rock. I am. And you add those words in there and you speak that life into your life that you might have life. You see what I'm talking about? The rest of it just adds lies into it. What you gonna do? I am a loser? Who says you a loser? Everyone at work, my friends, my family, my mom, my dad, and don't you let them speak. Let that bounce off you and go back to them. They can be a loser if they want. You stand up and you be who you are. You best do it for your family as well. Don't get it twisted. I don't let no one speak against my boys. That's daddy's right to speak against. You know what I'm talking about? So you want to bring some hatred to my boys? Dude, we stand up right then and there and we ain't taking it. Why? Because I'm speaking life over my boys. You ain't got no authority to let nothing stand. Tell me that's not what Jesus did at the beginning of this. He stood up and took his authority. You ain't telling me I ain't no demon. I do it by the Spirit of God, and he laid it to rest. We best do the same thing if we want to put this power of God into our marriages, into our relationship with our children, into our life in general, so that we can walk out and be the men of God that he has called us to be. Ambassadors of Christ is what I thought he called us. Not little weaklings that ran around with chickens with the head cut off. Someone says boo and they shoo him to this side. Someone says boo over there and shoo him to this side. You ain't meant to be that. Stand up and you start believing what God has called you. Ha! I am what you decide today. But the first and most important one to be, I am a child of God. Why? Because I believe in Jesus Christ as my Savior. Period. And you don't let no one else take that from you. You don't take that crown out for anyone, like that crown off your head for no one. Once it's on, you leave it on. There's one time in the Bible where it says the crown of the saints come off. It's in Revelations when they fall at the feet of the throne and they take their crowns off and give them. That's the only time you take it off. You don't let Satan take it off by a lie he whispers to you that you're not saved. If you got Christ in your heart, if you've believed in your heart, confessed with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, baby, you got a new spirit inside of you. Stand up and resist, because stronger is he, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So stand up and act like it. Feel me? And you better teach your next generation to do the same. My boys are going to grow up knowing what? They can do anything in Christ because we do it every day. That spirit's getting put in them. That God has got great plans for them. They ain't got to cower in fear about what's coming on in the world, economics, and new diseases. They ain't got to fear nothing like that because God has got great plans for them. You say, yeah, but what if something bad happens? What if something does? Stand up and be like a Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. We will not bow down to you, Nebuchadnezzar. Our God is able to save us. But even if he doesn't, we will still not. Why? Because our God is something different than yours. Like, get some backbone inside of you. Get that salt that you meant to be the salt of the earth. I am what? Standing with my God. Period. Even if bad come against me, my God is able. And even if he doesn't, he still speaks. He still identifies me. He still is interceding on my behalf. Ain't nothing separate me from the love of God when he quit talking, when he quit whispering his love to me. Ain't nothing. We already established that in Romans 8:31-39, did we not? Neither nakedness, nor height, nor death, nor anything. So I need you to stand up and act like you a Christian, because God gave you a new spirit. It ain't a spirit of fear. It ain't a spirit of timidity. It's one of power, of love, and self-control. You know how you get those things? He speak them to you and you believe them. Let him speak. Take the time. Close the laptop. Shut the phone off. Turn the television down. Get your head out the news and let them speak all that nonsense into you. Get your head out of social media with their thoughts and opinions, and you get before your God. You crack a Bible open that's steadfast and true, and you let his voice ring, and you believe it above everything else. And I promise you what comes with it. A peace like ain't nobody's business, beyond all understanding, because Christ gives it in his spirit through his words that he speaks to you. You understand, you can take back, you can breathe it.